care in the world. Boy, they said there's an algae bloom out here, but the water's looking pretty good. If you ask me, y'all. Anywho, we're just gonna try and catch some gills this morning for you guys on a live stream edition of. Hopefully, I'll catch some big bluegills for y'all. Up. Haven't even thrown a line in the water. So here we go. We got this rig as usual, float rig. We're gonna get it rigged up with some gulp minnows. Maybe some other things, I don't know yet. Maybe we'll do one gulp minnow on this one and something else, you guys, to start us off. Tomorrow should be a pretty exciting day. Don't know if I'm going to do any live streaming tomorrow, but we got a pretty exciting little thing going on tomorrow. Hope we're going to do a little collab with another YouTuber. What up, Cowboy Joe? Howdy, howdy. We ain't even got no bait on this one yet, but we just gonna put it down there, bare hooked and all, and see if we can't. Yeah, let's not. Let's just get some bait on here. Well, we'll get some gulp minnows on here anyways, and we'll try something else with the gulp minnow, something we ain't never tried before, y'all. So the algae bloom is in full effect from what everybody's telling me, but really, it's been this way since May. They're just now telling everybody to be careful. Come on, y'all. I get it, you know, but y'all could have told us this like back in May when it all first started. Okay, got the gulp alive. We're gonna put that on there. We're gonna find what else we got. I think we're gonna go with something by Potskis for our other option, just to try something different. Gulp alive. I mean, it's always a good choice. Always a good choice, you guys. Let's see what we can find here. This fancy dancy bag here. We got all these fancy little things we generally don't use. We got some Potski jigs here. Some other kind of little jigs here. This ain't by Potski, this is by Bait Fuel. Something or other for crappie fishing. Another bait fuel type whatevers. And some more jigs here. I know I got more. Let me see if I can't find them. How you guys doing? Guys enjoying life this morning? And we did get some jig heads. Let's go ahead and throw that out there while we look for the other little whatevers we might decide to try to use to catch a fish today. But that's just some of what we got to show you guys. Let's see here. I know I got more someplace. I just don't know exactly where they're all at. Oh yeah, and then we got the Helgermite. We got the pink minnow we can try. We got all kinds of stuff we can try. But we're gonna go ahead and try one of them something else. We're gonna try I think we're gonna try this blue and green thingy-mabob right here, y'all. See if we can't get bit on one of those. Buddy Alex is a little worried about this algae bloom because people are saying, don't eat the fish, which I don't blame them. You know, don't eat the fish if you don't want to eat the fish. They're like, don't go swimming, but people are gonna be just started. I'm just literally getting everything all rigged up for you guys. And then we're going to see if we can catch a fish here. I'm certain we can, but we don't know yet. We ain't even really gotten wet. So we're going to try this green and blue. It's supposed to be a crappie jig, but we're going to try and catch some bluegills off of it. I think it'll work out nicely. And then there's birds flying all over the place. Oh yeah, double rig all ready to go. All right, let's toss her out there, see if we can't get a bite on this, and then we'll get a jig on that other rod. There we go. And we're officially fishing, y'all. I don't know how long it'll take to get a bite. Might take a couple seconds, might take an hour. Don't know. I already got him. Oh, missed him. Just that quick, y'all. I missed him though. Y'all. There we go. Come on. Stick with it, buddy. Stick with it. You can do it. All right, well, we'll go ahead and toss her back out there. Fish is kind of shallow for normal. All right. Put it back out there, see if we can't get another bite. Of course, I got it all wrapped around my rod there. Now I can toss her out there. There we are. Back out there. Keep an eye on that float, y'all. Set that rod down. Get the ultralight out. And get the chartreuse Gman on it. Ultralight. Gotta find your mother minutes though. Gotta find them other minnows real quick. You go catfishing for one weekend and you can't find the stuff that you're looking for. Imagine that. How you doing, Dale? How you doing, Kevin? How you doing, non-production? How you doing? I can't read that name. And I already said hello to Cowboy Joe. So we can't get this looking better anyways. Kind of lopsided today. A little bit different. But yeah. So here we are. Doing our normal thing. Nobody wants to be out here. Because the algae bloom's in full effect. Although there's going to be a ton of people still swimming. Going to be a ton of people still fishing. Even though there's an algae bloom that's in full effect. That's been here since May. And yeah, they're just now starting to tell everybody, don't eat the fish. Don't swim. Don't let your pets play in the water. Yeah. Yep. I don't know what to tell you guys. Let's see. Where is it? Jar. Where is the jar? Got him. Chartreuse. Does a body good to fish with chartreuse? I don't know what it is about chartreuse gulp minnows, but they just catch fish. Just like the natural gulp minnow, which is what I've got on. Thanks for joining us, y'all. Make sure you click like, comment, and subscribe, and share with others. As you all know, sharing is what helps every YouTuber's channel grow the most. Don't get me wrong, you guys watching helps, but if you share, that gets more people watching our content. So let's see if we can get bit on a chartreuse gold minnow and white. Chartreuse and white on the ultralight. This is the 7.6 for the 10 pound. One of my favorite rods to throw. And we're officially fishing, y'all. Throw that jig head out there, let it sink, and then you just start jigging it back. And I might have already had a fish, because when I went to go bounce it, it was heavy. It was already heavy. So tomorrow, oh, there we go, fish on. Fish on, fish on, fish on, you guys. Fish on. It's a little smallmouth bass, y'all. Check it. I thought we might catch one of them today. I just didn't know it was going to be on the first cast of the day. Later, dude. See you next year when you're might bigger. Still just fishing them swimming docks as usual. Just throw it along the dock, let it sink, and then you just, oh, missed him. I didn't even have to twitch it or nothing. I missed him. That was a pretty quick little bite. But when you're fishing high percentage areas, you can have a lot of those quick bites like that. Especially when you're fishing in schools of minnows, whatever. Man, he looked like he done went and messed up my gulp minnow. How dare him? No, it's still pretty straight. Good to go. Rug, what's up? Yep, as soon as you joined, I caught a fish. Of course, I haven't really casted too much yet this morning. I'm just basically getting started here. Just getting started here. See, there's a lot of ways you can... Oh, I missed the fish. There's a lot of ways you can you can do these gulp minnows. One's underneath the float. One's throwing it up, bouncing it up the bottom real hard. And then some is just slowly bouncing it back like that. And then drop it, let's set, and then bounce it back again. Real nice and gentle like. Doesn't mean it's gonna work every time, but it does work. Throw to this side a little bit. Man, that thing just don't want to set properly on that camera, or not camera, but on that tripod today. But you never know what you're gonna catch until you try. About all you can do is try some more. All these weeds that are growing up in here, good for catching fish and everything. Whoop. All right, put it back out there. That's the float rig right there. Toss right up against that there, floating dock. And get back to jigging. And I had the weeds there for a second. Yep. Float rig just had a double tap. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with others. It ensures it helps us to grow. That's it. You're just gonna tap, and skedaddle. You're supposed to tap, eat, and get hooked, not skedaddle. That's fishing sometimes though. Tap, and skedaddle. Let it sit there and keep on fishing. But how you guys doing today? How's life treating you guys? Life is treating me good. I'm out fishing, working, doing what I like to do. Trying to catch tons of fish for you or a little bit of fish for you. Just really depends on the fish and how they are acting. Really does. I can plan on catching 100 fish, but if the fish ain't cooperating, they ain't cooperating. I always seem to catch more fish at times on the other side of the swimming docks. But sometimes they work really good on this side of the swimming docks. We may have to throw a couple lines out that way. Out past the swimming docks into the deeps. That was crazy. I just set that down so I could recast my float rig, and fish come up and just went wham. And it was gone before I could set the hook though. That's just crazy, man. Throw that one way out there. Bomb it out there and see what happens. All right. Okay. See what we got going on here. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on around here. Algae blooms in effect. How's it going? Salvation Medic. A lot of algae bloom going on. People are complaining, but this is the clearest I've seen it look in months. Oh, it's already under. Oh, fish on. I too busy trying to. What do we got? Nice bluegill, y'all. Nice bluegill. Look at that chunky one. They must all be out there in the middle of nowhere land, y'all. Check out that beautiful bluegill. Look at it. Mwah. Gotta love them bluegills. I threw it out there and looked away and looked up and fish on. Tells me I might have to start fishing everything out that way. Depends on if we get another bite that quickly. Yep. Oh, missed him. That was quick. That tells me something, that maybe I need to throw all my stuff out that way. There we go, fish on. Sometimes it's just fine. I mean, that feels like a better fish. I don't know if it is, but it feels like it. It's not much bigger. It's not much better, but it works. Check that out, you guys. Check that out. Back-to-back jacks, y'all. On this new crappie jigging bob thing that I never even used before. Throw back out there, same spot. See if we can't get a third straight bite. Come on. Here, fishy. Here, fishy. All right. Okay. That way I can reel that one in. And then we'll get back to it. Yep, I guess it's not going to happen right away again. All right. That worked, right, y'all? Back-to-back jacks like that? That tells me a lot. It tells me that those weeds are growing up finally out there, and the fish are there. All right. All right, let's catch another fish, y'all. Catch another one. You know, I'll take this bluegill fishing most days out of the week. Don't get me wrong, I want to catch other fish too, but I really like this bluegill fishing. Fun. I keep missing them on a gulp minnow. Well, that one's not getting bit this time around, a little like. I'll take 500 fish, please. 500 and I'll be happy. Truly, I'll only be happy with what I get blessed with, you know. Which means it don't have to be every fish in the reservoir. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Chilling. Ah, I missed it. They're definitely biting out there, though. Definitely biting. There you go, fish on. There you go. Fish on, you guys. Fish on. Yeah. I don't know how well you guys saw that, but I just threw it out there. Let it sink a little bit, and bam, he was happy to say hello. Simple thing is a gulp minnow on a jig head. Toss it out there, let it go. Beautiful, beautiful fish, y'all. Get back to it. Mister. Boy, when you hit that fast. Got another one on that one. Oh, he's gone. Boy, they biting like that. I mean, may have to not use 2 rods. Might have to just go with 1 rod, which is fine. Yeah, missed him. Boy, they biting that good. You ain't need 2 rods. You only need 1 rod for real. Going out to Prineville tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to be catching, but going out to Prineville tomorrow. You're here for the decoys. I know you are. Way to go, Ron. Decoys like a mug. Just another fish. Yeah. Another decoy. Thank you, Ron, for joining us. Decoy maker master. You guys want decoys? Holler at your boy, Ron. He'll hook you up with the best decoys in the world. They look real. They move and everything. They look like some real fishes. You hold them up like this and they wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle and jiggle and giggle. Yeah, that one didn't work out too well. It got all wrapped up. There we go. Just another blessed day out here on the lake, reservoirs, rivers, streams. Trying to catch some beautiful fish for you guys, as usual. If you guys ain't never done no bluegill fishing, highly recommended. One of those fish that's worth fishing for sure. Man, I think there's a lot of weed beds out there today. Yeah, I agree with you, man. That special paint you be using, Ron, to make them look like that, man. Yeah. I need to do something about that line. I got a little bit of bow in there. Want to get that out of there. All right, got it out. All right. Fish, 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 fish. You guys. Just flip those jigs out there and just work them on in. About all you can do. Glad you guys could join us on this live stream edition, y'all. You guys must be getting tired of these bluegill video or live streams, but I don't get tired of catching bluegills, you see. That's just the way it is. No need to get tired of catching bluegills. You guys might get tired of watching bluegill videos or live streams, but I don't get tired of making them. 500 bluegills a day? Yeah. It's a dream come true for a fisherman, catching a lot of fish. Always. All right. Let's get back out there on the rock and see if we can't tie up a couple more fish for you guys. Boy, them wind really starting to knock me up. All them boats. I don't know how well you guys can see me. Well, I can't see you guys from there, because I'm over here. Not behind the camera. Oh, there we go. Keep going. Here's one. There guys go. Another fish. Whoa, no, he gone. Sorry you guys didn't get to see the decoy all that well. But it is what it is. Sometimes they just decide to go before you're ready to let them go. Let's see here. Trying to get that to where you guys can see me better. Reel this one in for now because I'm just getting too much action, so don't really need to have two rods out when you're catching fish. All right, now we can just focus on fishing with the one rod instead of worrying about that other rod. Hopefully you guys will be able to see just fine now. David, what's up, man? I know they got an algae bloom on there, but it's had this algae bloom since May. They just now starting to whine and complain about it. That ain't my fault. They don't know how to fit a advisory in, on the lake tuner. There's still gonna be people fishing and swimming and everything else that goes with the lake. Oh, Misty. You like to mess up your stuff when you miss it. Doing as long as it casts as I can, I'm just working it back in. On all the good stuff. All the places the fish like to hide and swim and do whatever it is they do. Got to see Bug for a little bit this morning. That was nice. Let's see here. Hello there, Mr. Pants. You guys can't see my face? I can go high if you like. I want you guys to see me while I'm out there fishing. See, I can't very well be behind the camera and in front of the camera at the same time to know if you guys can see me or not. So I'm trying to get it to where you guys can see me and not my pants. All these weeds are growing up real nice, like lots of cover for the fishes. The bluegills like that, the bass like that. So that's always a plus. The only thing bad about this reservoir is all that algae. All that algae. They're just kind of doing a helicopter thing instead of a jig thing. I don't know why I'm doing a helicopter. That ain't how a fish works. Fish swim, they don't do a helicopter. That's okay. I'm gonna kind of swim a little more. Work a little faster, keep it out of the weeds and see if people getting aggressive bluegill look like. Probably they're gonna bite on the fall. Oh, there we go. Hey! There you guys go, a little fish for y'all. David says, do not catch the fish because of the algae I blew them out. I still love the fish. Couple of twitches, pause. 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 Twitches, pause. Couple of twitches, pause. Couple 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 twitches, pause. Look up that slack when you pause though. That way if you get a bite, you're able to set the hook real good. Might have to go back to being distracted a little bit. Not getting near as many bites when I'm paying attention. Sometimes distracted fishing is the best kind of fishing. So when you get, oh, there we go, fish on. Fish on. Oh, yeah. Check out that beauty right there, y'all. Beautiful fishes, y'all. Beautiful little fish. Sorry, David, but I have to kiss the fish before I let it go. Such a beautiful little fish. Y'all. Beautiful little fishies. He gone. It don't have to be like a mile long cast. It ain't even got to be a super long cast. You know, a lot of times when you're fishing for bluegills or even bass for that matter. But sometimes a long cast gives you longer fishing time. And that's why we do those long casts. So we want more fishing time. Missed it if it was a fish. Yeah, another fish I missed. Throw it out there, let it sink. Bounce it once in a while, let it sink. Sometimes you do a jerk toss. And fish on. Missed it. Of course, could have been a weed too for that matter. But I thought it was a fish. Tell you what, there's nothing like replicating what they naturally eat anyways. To get more bites. To get more bites. And a minnow would be naturally what they eat anyway, so that's why we're using a fake minnow. Of course, I don't know that there's any chartreuse minnows out there in the river, or the reservoir, but they tend to key in on bright colors sometimes. Sometimes I like the natural colors better than the bright colors. There we go, fish on. Fish on, you guys. Fish on. Come on, get out of there, get out of there. Woohoo! Look at that bluegill. The bluegill go. It's a bluegill kind of day. It's a bluegill kind of day for me. You guys, that's what I live for. That's what I live for. It's a bluegill kind of day. It's a bluegill kind of day. Such a beautiful little fish. Such a bluegill kind of day. Ah, love them. There you go, buddy. Go back to where you come from. There we go. Fish on. Didn't even have to switch that time. He's on there. Like going else. Stop. Check it out, you guys. Is that a fish worth being happy over or what? It is. Beautiful fish, guys. Beautiful, I tell you. Beautiful. Beautiful little fish. Go down there and get ready to start working that float around, bait, whatever you got. See it. Fish on? Oh, I missed him. That's okay though. We can miss a few fish. It ain't gonna hurt us now. Oh. By the way, thanks for joining us, y'all. Do 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 do. Um, uh, Trying to catch some good fish. I don't know about making no fish today. I just want to catch them today. I don't necessarily want to make them into anything right now. I just kind of want to catch them. Have good. Yeah, singing a lullaby. Nothing like singing a good lullaby to the fishes to get them all ramped up and ready to bite. For sure. Last year I sang "Let the Bluegills Hit the Dock" because I caught a couple of them and they went boom, hit the dock. Thanks for joining us, you guys, though. For real. I don't know how many people got watching, but thanks for joining us. It kind of, the views are down today, but I do a lot of bluegill fishing when the bluegills are biting. So there's a fish right there in front of you guys, right there. Woo. Yeah, time for a new gulp minnow. It looks like that guy got kind of greedy. He stole so much of my gulp minnow. I have to get a new one. Later, dude. See what he done? He took most of my gulp minnow. We'll throw it out there a couple casts and see if we can't catch another fish off of it before we decide to change it out, though. The 4-pound test on the ultralight. Well, this is light action rod. It's the Elite Series rod. This time we'll try the natural color gulp minnow. We may have to take a break though, just for a moment. All right. Throwing that little half-eaten bluegill assassin um, gulp minnow out there. That's one thing about it this time of year is those weeds grow up real thick and heavy out here. Real thick and heavy. All right, we're gonna have to take a break, y'all. You guys will have to go for a little walk with me. We'll come back though. We're just going for a little walk. Going for a little walk, yes. Take a little break from the action, the hot action. Then we'll come back and we'll get back to fishing and enjoying. But take you guys with me so nobody walks away with my stuff. I don't know that people would, but you never know. We're taking the risk anytime we leave our rods and stuff right there, but you know, it's kind of risk reward kind of type deals, you guys. But that's okay. You guys doing okay today? Enjoying life? Because I am. Later on, we're going to make a switch to a different reservoir, and we're going to live stream from there. So hopefully we'll catch some fish from the other reservoir as well. But for right now, we're pretty much dialed in on bluegills here, I think. We're going to leave you guys out here. We're definitely going to try and live stream for the other spot, but the thing about fishing the other spot is the signal to phone isn't as good, so it can make it very hard to live stream when it's in and out, in and out, in and out. Sometimes over there at Haystack. Sometimes you get really good service out there, and other times you don't. So hopefully we're going to be all right over there. So, get back down here and see if we can't catch a few more fish. I think we'll only be here until probably about 11, and then we'll head over there to the other reservoir, and we'll go live stream over there for a little bit, I think. That'll be cool, I think. Live stream from 2 different reservoirs today. But the other reservoir, we're going to be fishing for trout because that's all they got in there is trout and kokanee at this point in time, stage of Haystack. Because when they done that repairs to the dam, they drained all that water out of there a couple of years ago, and then had a major fish kill because of that. And so when they started replanting fish in there, they didn't replant all the warm water fish that was in there before, but a lot of the warm water fish were put in there illegally. So tomorrow, I'm hoping the crappie fishing is going to be pretty good. I'm hoping. Of course, I don't know what the real plans are tomorrow, because I'm not the one making the plans for tomorrow. I'm going to show up, and whatever the other guy I'm fishing with decides we're going to do is, I'm guessing what we're going to do. I'm guessing. Don't really know. I've never fished with this guy before. Oh, I missed him on the float rig. Perhaps I got a little too excited. I don't know. One thing I like about float rig fishing is you can slow your stuff down a lot, and it can cause you to get bites and not get bites. You know, if they're like actively feeding like crazy, slow presentation may not get bit. But if they're just kind of a casual bite, slowing it down can definitely make it where you get more bites. Too bad Alex and Bella's not here with me. I like for them to be here. Alex didn't want to come over here because he's afraid of algae bloom. Which is fine, I don't blame him. him and his family is more about eating fish than they are about catching and releasing fish like I like to do. But I also like to keep a few fish myself for consumption for the wife and myself. See, at least if I'm over here, I can at least talk to you guys while I fish. You know, and actually, you guys can see me if you guys actually want to see me. I doubt. I don't know why you'd want to see me, and I missed him. Maybe nope, he's there. I thought I missed him. I thought I missed him. Mr. Bluegill, say hello to my little friend. It's called YouTube. Oh, I have to call. They're there. They're just not committed sometimes. I think if I was to throw on a worm or something, maybe they'd be a little more committed. Uh, they're just like they're not really committed to it for some reason. They just kind of like tab it, and you know they're there, and they're just not like eating. There we go. There we go. There's a fish. Whoop. Haha. Hey. Here, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. Ah, there you guys go. Beautiful little bluegill. Come on, buddy. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on you. So, go back to where you come from. Refix the fancy little crappie thing. Maybe the hookup would be better. Y'all really should bring your kids, your grandparents, bring anybody you can bluegill fishing, because literally it's the funnest thing in the world. They may only be, 7, 8, 9 inches long, but oh no, 7, 8 inches long, but they fight good, especially if you're using light tackle like what I like to do. Y'all, I mean, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Some days is more action than you can handle. Other days is slow. But that's fishing in general though. So, but the thing about it is, you take a float, throw it out there with a worm, a gulp minnow, and catch you a fish once in a while. That's a good one right there. That is a stud of a bluegill. A stud of a bluegill, y'all. That's actually a female, so it's not really a stud, but I mean, that's just a beautiful specimen right there, you guys. Back into the water. Makes me think I should have a topwater popper or something on there for these bluegills. Because I'm seeing a lot of surface activity. A lot of surface activity. Excuse me. See, float fishing, I don't have to cast and reel. To where the way I was fishing earlier with the Gutman on a jig head, I had to cast and reel. Give it all the action. To where with the float rig, such as this, which is what I'm using, you know, you throw it out there, the wind and the waves, they do all the work for you. All you got to do is be ready to set the hook whenever the float goes under, or move side to side, because they don't always take it under. Sometimes it goes side to side. You know, it'll go vroom, 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 vroom. And it'll go under when you're doing hand expressions and you miss a fish because it's going, you're going boom, 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 boom. Have a good time, and then all of a sudden it goes under and you got another fish. Ah, got them kind of figured out a little bit, I think. Take this one off. Say hello to the nice people on YouTube. These are just beautiful creatures, y'all. Back into the water you go, little fishy. And then you toss it back out there and you just watch that float. Watch that float. So, but yeah, sometimes they take the bobber straight down. Sometimes if they don't even take it under, they just run with it side to side. You just never know what you're going to get, especially if you use one of them round ones, them fat round ones, which are harder for them to take under because they're not as sensitive as these long, slender ones. Personally, I like the long, slender ones because they're a lot more sensitive to the bite. So when it takes a lot less effort for them to take it under when you use a longer, more slender float. So yeah, it's just the way it is. What, am I not going to get a bite this time or what? I was going just about every cast there for a second with a bite. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, you know, maybe I got all the fish out of that spot and maybe I need to cast a little bit different area. Not really much of a different area, but a little further out there anyways. Because sometimes that's what it takes, cast a little further. Yep, and there's a fish. Yes, sir, Bluegill City. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, wow. Check out the size of that one. Woo-wee. What a beautiful girl right there. And that is a female too. Colorations. And they're fattening up for the spawn here. I figured they would be done spawning by now, but that's a beautiful, beautiful bluegill, you know. Truly is. Back into the water. Back out there, work out that one. Maybe I'll catch another one. See, by relocating, you're not getting bit in one spot can make all the difference. Or if you got enough wind to move it one way or the other, it makes a difference. Just because you're catching a bunch of bluegills by hitting the same spot doesn't mean you shouldn't relocate it when they stop biting. Because a lot of times they'll bite in one area for, it seems like forever, and then you have to relocate it to another area to get bit some more. there are a lot of fish eating on the surface, but they're just coming up and they're just sucking off the top. They're not actually coming out of the water, they're just coming up, and you see these ripples on coming from underneath the water. That's some fish eating bugs off the surface. Which means I should have brought my fly rod with all my dry flies, and I probably could have had a heyday catching them on a dry fly. I'm not guaranteeing nothing, but I think I could have. Relocate it, throw a little further that way. And it's already under 2 seconds, not even 2 seconds to being in the water. Sometimes just relocating it. Come here. Man, these are some jumbo gills, you guys. Some jumbos. You want to talk about jumbos. These aren't bluegills because they're not boys. These are females, big old females spawners. Which you probably don't want to take all the spawners out anyways, but they make for a good little meal once in a while, you know. Boy, you got me all twisted there, Miss Gill. I mean, look at how big that is. That's bigger than my hand. Bye. Bye. They're always in too big of a hurry to leave. Always in too big of a hurry to leave. Especially if they're not going to be eating in way too big of a hurry to leave. There's another one. Much smaller gill, but hey, I am not going to complain about that at all. Later. Thank you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Keep those comments coming up. Keep them comments coming. Oh, I missed that one. Probably got a little too excited because it's been going down a lot. But I had those few bites right there. Then I moved further out, had one bite, didn't get another bite, relocated to another area, started getting more bites. Come on, you guys. Light it up. Come on, we'll get some more people watching. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. I'm having so much fun though. It really is a lot of fun doing this. Got him. He didn't even take, he just barely moved the float. I mean, just barely moved the float. And I'm like, yeah, there he is. That's a baby gill. A super teeny tiny, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, small little bluegill. Oh. I would say I've caught a fair amount of fish today already. Fair amount of gills, couple bass, one pike minnow. Imagine maybe if I used worm, maybe I'd catch more fish. Maybe not. I have no clue. Not really willing to go to worm either because I'm catching them doing this. And if I don't have to go to a worm, then a lot of times I won't. Oh, come on, bro. Or sis, whichever one you are. Took it under twice and I missed twice. There we go. That time. Not as big, but hey, I'll take it. Still a good gill. Still a perfect specimen. They don't have to be giants to be perfect specimens. You know, they don't have to be giants to be perfect specimens. A little more darker color, a little more blues in that one. Not so dull. Well, there we go. Oh, come off. Come off. That's okay though. I mean, I'm landing a lot. I'm missing a few. They're biting. Got to spend some time with my bug this morning. That was sweet. By the way, bug is gonna have a baby sometime. I don't know when. Well, actually, I do know, but not my job to tell you when. All these people out here having fun. Out missed them. Out boating and having a good time. Oh, come on now. Well, that time, stole my gulp minnow, y'all. Gotta get another one. This time I'm gonna play a chartreuse song. Just for argument's sake. Chartreuse song. I have no desire to do anything else for the rest of my life other than catch fish. No desires but to catch fish for the rest of my life. The only reason why I work a day job is so that I can pay my bills for the wife and myself. And spend money on the grandkids, you know. Being that that's where my life is right now. You know, spending money on grandkids, getting to see the adult children from time to time. You live stream, put out YouTube videos, stuff like that, y'all. Boy, no bite. Must be the color of the gulpman I chose, I guess. Sometimes colors cause the bobber to go under. Sometimes causes the bobber not to go under. And it went under when I wasn't looking. Another big gill, it feels like. Another big one. Yep, another gorgeous, gorgeous. Another gorgeous one, y'all. Another gorgeous one. Another gorgeous, gorgeous fish, y'all. Go back the way you come from, little fish here. And then we'll put it back out there. And then we'll turn our head and the float will go under again. Pretty normal for that, you know. When you pay attention, it don't go under. When you do pay attention, it don't go under. Peoples, let's go. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. Yeah. That's because I love to catch these fish. People are like, bluegills, they just so small. They don't fight. They don't this. They don't that. I'm sorry, these gills are fighting. These gills are chunky and they're beautiful. And the best thing about bluegill fishing, if you find them, you can take just about anybody out and catch a fish. Doug Trout Fisher. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, no fly rod today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. So I have to wait and see what tomorrow's looking like because I'm doing something a little bit different tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow. Um, but yeah, the real reason why I don't have my fly rod is because when I took it out because I was doing something else, somebody was riding with me because the one rod that I had in the car was too long. Had to put it through the front of the front seat. So yeah. So yeah. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm planning on taking 2 fly rods tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'll be out at Primeville, but I'll be on the dam site, so I won't be able to live stream tomorrow. Well, today I'm fishing for bluegills and bass. Tomorrow I'm hoping to target trout, crappie, and whatever else decides to bite. But I really want trout and crappie tomorrow. That's what I want. But who I'm fishing with tomorrow, I don't know what the plans are, so I don't really know what it's going to be like. So I can't really say tomorrow. But today, bluegills. Later, I'm going to go over to another body of water, and I'm going to go catch some trout. Try to catch some trout or some kokanee, or both. There we go. Lots of little babas. It's a little babas. Bluegill. So I am gonna try to live stream from the other place as well. So hopefully I'm gonna do 2 live streams a day. One from this body of water, which is Lake Billy Chinook. Yeah, tomorrow will definitely be a surprise for me. And then this afternoon, well, I don't know if it's actually gonna be afternoon. You guys, sorry about that, but somebody tried calling and I declined it, and it froze for whatever reason for a moment. So I don't know why it does that, but it does that for some reason. Oh yeah, you guys, we got Piamsha going on this weekend down in Warm Springs, y'all. Y'all in the Warm Springs area, go down and check out the powwow, y'all. Another beautiful bluegill on this beautiful day of fishing. So, what up, Talton? How you doing? Oh, fish on, you guys, fish on. Fish on. Whoop. Ah. Beautiful little fishes, you guys. And they're mighty tasty too. They are mighty tasty. Ruby Life. Bluegills is what I've caught today. But they're in too big of a hurry to get back in the water. Why? I don't know. Come on now. Don't be in that big of a hurry. Mwah. There you go. Another bluegill. And we're going back out. All right, y'all starting to interact again. All right. That was a long spell without nobody talking to me.
We got the wrong pins on there. I found the lock right there.
Tyler Martin, how you doing? Fishing for some bluegills. Some beautiful bluegills. Of course, trout are here. Trout are here. Bass are here. Carp are here. We can quite literally catch anything that's living in this here water. Suckers, pike minnow. I mean, there's a good variety of fish in here. La Jewel 3, how you doing? And we're just having a grand old time today, catching fish. There is a algae bloom out right now, and this oh come on, and people are still getting in the water, even though they're probably advised not to. People are still boating. I mean, it is an advisory, and that's what it is. You're from the UK? Wow. So you're probably usually catching perch over there in the UK, right? Or some Wells catfish or something of that matter, right? Carp maybe? Because carp's pretty popular over there in the UK, isn't it? Carp fishing. Yeah. I was gonna set hook, but didn't for whatever reason. There we go. Fish on, guys. Ah, ha, ha, ha. More and more fish. Love to catch these beautiful little fish. Um, Fishing at Lake Billy Chinook here in Central Oregon is what I'm fishing. Where I'm fishing today. Usually, if I'm fishing for bluegills, I'm at Lake Billy Chinook. You're in the UK too. Wow. Always good to see people from different parts of the world stopping in and saying hi. Always. Yep. Oh, missed him. Boy, I sure do like to get excited and miss a fish once in a while. For sure. South Africa, wow. Fish on, fish on. Look down to look at the screen and float one under. There's a small male right there. That's the males will have more of a darker color to them than the females, but the males are usually prettier than the females. And this one's definitely a male because of the darkness of it and the orange on its breast there. The females have the orange too, but it's usually a more dull color. Oops, missed a fish. Well, I'm sitting here showing this fish and talking to you guys. Thought I was gonna have a double up there for a second. Yep, there we go. Sitting here looking at the screen and stuff like that. And there's one of them little brown fish, one of them bass. There you guys go. That's 3 species we've caught on the live stream today. We've caught bluegills, we've caught bass, and we've caught pike minnow. So that's 3 species we've caught on live stream, which is nice. Always nice to catch multiple species when fishing. All right, back out there. Okay, yeah, I've only caught like 3 or 4 brown trout in my lifetime. No, I've caught more than that. Never mind. That's right. I started specifically targeting them for a while, and then for whatever reason, not so much anymore. But definitely do a lot of rainbow fishing, stuff like that. Algae blooms in full effect, and people are still swimming, even though the advisory says not to swim. Um, Yeah, out here we do have a wild browns, but basically all the browns in the United States were uh, planted here because browns aren't native to the United States. But definitely a fun fish to catch and really good table fare. A lot of spots here in Oregon, you can keep as many as you catch. There's no size or limit on them. And a lot of the spots here in Oregon, because basically they're an invasive species, and a lot of them just want to get rid of them. Even though, in my opinion, once they've been introduced and they've got a good population, they're not really hurting anything. But like this place has got a good population of browns, but I've never caught them. Joe, Mickey. Well, today I'm fishing for trout, or fishing for bluegills, bass, trout, um, pike minnow, basically anything swimming because that's the rig I'm using. And then when I go fishing at the other spot I'm going to later on today, it'll be primarily trout because there's only trout and kokanee in the other place I'm going today. And I'm going to try and live stream from there. So do a double live stream from 2 different bodies of water today. Washington State, all right. Always good to have people from state above us joining us. We definitely like that because the plans are someday to make it all the way up there to Washington State and do some fishing up there. I've not fished in Washington State before. I fished in Oregon, California, Missouri, and that's it. And I just delayed reaction. It went under so quick and back up so quick I couldn't even, oh yeah, I got him that time. I'm like, nice chunky gill, you guys. Nice chunky gill. I'm gonna set my rod down for a second here and just show you the sheer size of this belly on this gill, y'all. See, look at the size of that gill belly. Full of eggs, nice female. She's gonna go back. She's gonna spawn if somebody else don't catch her and eat her. I mean, definitely a keeper size bluegill. I mean, of course, in Oregon, any size bluegill you catch is a keeper because of the laws, trying to get rid of them. But beautiful, thick bluegill. And this is a nice female, you guys. The lighter colors, not as vibrant. Um, no, I've never heard of that. Wait, Kowalski Fishing, how you doing? Bag out there. Try to get another. Oh, bluegill. But yeah, so later on, yeah, definitely gonna do some trout fishing. I hope. Hopefully, I've answered everybody's questions and I ain't leaving nobody out. If I missed your question, just hit me up again and I'll try to remember to answer it if I didn't. I did put out a fishing bass video this morning from my trip to the John Day River. So I've got a bass video out today. I'm live streaming from 2 different bodies of water. And then tomorrow is going to be a surprise because I really don't know what's going on. I know that I'm fishing tomorrow with another YouTuber. I don't know what exactly we're fishing for. But I'm going to try and throw a wrench in whatever plans is going on tomorrow by throwing a little something in there that I want to throw in. Oh, come on now. I'm just missing them like crazy. It's like set the hook, miss, set the hook, miss. Bunk, 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 bunk. Miss them fish left and right. They have some absolute giant fish in this reservoir. I mean, the state record bull trout was caught last year or the year before. It was like a 27-pound. Yeah, put it on my list of places to go. All right. Make sure you hit me up in one of my other videos. That way I can find the link easier. Because if once I get out of here, I won't be able to find the link or the name of it. So make sure you hit me up in a regular video with what you're saying, and I will check it out later. All right. Yeah, well, messed up a little bit. There we go. So what part of the Midwest you from? Because I'm from Missouri myself originally. Everybody says that's the Midwest, but we consider it the South yet. I think I just messed it up again. That cast, maybe not. Oh, Missouri's got some trout fishing too. That's where where I was born and raised for a little bit of my life, and they got trout fishing there. Bull Shoals, Table Rock, and Lake Taneycomo are the three major um, trout fisheries in Missouri. They do have a stream somewhere there. I don't remember where though, or even the name of it. Minnesota, nice. Minnesota's got a lot of good fishing, that's for sure. Thanks for subbing, y'all. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And share. Most important for a YouTuber is you guys share. That gets our content out to other people. A lot of people are like, comment, subscribe, and like. I'm like, comment, like, subscribe, and share. Because sharing is definitely a big part of what helps us on YouTube to grow. For sure. There, oh, missed him. I'm telling you, man, there's nothing like a good bluegill bite. Nothing like it. Yeah. People are swimming. There's an advisory out for the algae bloom. But remember, it's just a recommendation that you don't or you do swim. So, and it's like eating a fish. Are you guys enjoying your Saturday or your Friday? I am. I'm glad you guys could join me today. It's always fun to um, live stream and interact with folks. Always fun. Some of my YouTube buddies usually join in on the live stream and chat, and I get to give them shout outs, but I haven't seen too many of them today. My buddy Alex has probably got a limit of trout already. They should have a limit of bluegills by now, but they decided they didn't want to come bluegill fishing. Because of the algae bloom, he didn't want to come bluegill fishing. And I don't blame him, you know. There can be legitimate concerns about the algae blooms out here. Matt, how's it going? Get the dogs. Huh. Oh yeah? What lake you gonna be staying at? Is it gonna be Lake Billy? Is it gonna be Primeville Reservoir? What? Yeah. I mean, you're gonna be at the lake. I might be able to swing by and fish with you or something. I don't mind fishing with people, especially if they want to fish with me. Woohoo! Pikeman on. Pikeman. Get that pikeman. Look at that beautiful little specimen right there. Look at that beautiful little specimen of a pikeman. People trash talk them for doing what they do naturally, which is eat other fish and small this, small that, and people want to trash talk them for doing what God designed these fish to do. Beautiful little fish, though. Back in the drink you go. And there's a fish. Oh, I missed him. I dropped it down there because I was talking to you guys and messing with that little pikeman, and then the fish, I saw him eat my bait and or my yeah, and I still missed him. Oh well, that's fishing sometimes. Prineville, all right. Yeah. Well, if at all, you know, let me know when it gets closer and remind me, and I'll see if I can't come out there and spend a day fishing there. Um, so yeah, that would be cool. I mean, you know, I like fishing with people. Ow, wow, ow, you little spiny dude. Or chick, I mean. Because this one's definitely a female. Spiny little chick just spined me. Mm, there you go. What's up, y'all? Yeah, go Bengals. Yeah. You can be a Bengals fan. I don't mind. I ain't got nothing against the Bengals fan. Just like I ain't got nothing against the Raiders fan, or a Chargers fan, or what's that other team in my division? Oh yeah, L.A. or L.V. I mean, Las Vegas. Did I say Las Vegas already? I don't know. Did I? I don't know. What up, goat? There you go, fish on. Fish on, you guys. Oh yeah, another beautiful bluegill, you guys. Woohoo! Yes, sir. You guys go check out his channel, man. He's got some good fishing going on over there in Minnesota, I believe it is. Um, he does a lot of live streaming over there in the Minnesota area. He's got a lot of good live streams going on. You guys need to go check him out. Like, comment, and subscribe on his channel. Because, man, he's got some good things going on there. Um, so, yeah, I highly recommend you guys go check out his channel. I love the Chiefs too, man. Oh, they're the team I root for. Hi there, fishing guy. How you doing today? Thanks for appreciating me. Minute goat, huh? Bushlow Debruski. How you doing today? Out in the fight? I know I need to get my kayak out again. I need to I like being able to fish from my kayak and live stream from my kayak. It's fun. I just don't do it enough. I just don't do it enough. I definitely need to take my kayak out again. I was gonna do it a couple weeks ago, but other things happened, so I didn't get to take it out. Yeah. Debo, what's up? Fly like an eagle, huh? You know, that's the funny thing is, I'm not a Philadelphia Eagles fan, but I am a Eagle in ways because where I work, we are where I work for a living. Our logo is Eagles, not the Philadelphia Eagles, but the Warm Springs Eagles. So there we go, fish on. Whoop. So the Warm Springs K through 8 Academy Eagles is what I am. Not to be mistaken with the Philadelphia Eagles, which is probably who you're referencing to. So, but I won't. I got a few friends that are really big Philadelphia Eagle fans, and they're like, "Go Eagles!" And they're like, "We're gonna beat you this year. We're gonna beat you that year. We're gonna beat you in the Super Bowl." And hey, they beat us in the Super Bowl. Congrats to the Eagles. You know, I have nothing wrong with being beat. I don't like losing, but you know that's just life. You know, you're gonna lose some, you're gonna win some. It's just the way it is. Yep, you definitely can't win them all. You know, some of the problems I have is, you know, people get on here and they badmouth my team and then they tell me what team they root for. I'm like, hey, all right, way to go. You know, I'm not going to badmouth somebody else's team. I mean, that would serve no purpose to badmouth another team because teams are going to have good years, they're going to have bad years, and everything in between. So, you know, I'm very thankful that we've had the run we've been on. You know, after, you know, so many years of my life thinking we were never going to make it. What's up? Thinking we weren't going to make it to the Super Bowl, the Chiefs, you know. Finally we done what I thought was impossible, you know. After Super Bowl 4, we kind of just fell off the face of the earth as far as being, you know, as great as we should. I felt like we should have been all those other years we were losing and or just mediocre or whatever, you know. I'm just glad we're finally winning. Yeah, the Vikings, because they're not in the AFC, I can gladly say I'd like to see the Vikings actually. Did they ever win a Super Bowl? I think they played in a couple of them, but I don't know if they ever won one. You know, see if they're in the NFC and they're not playing the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, I usually go for an NFC team because anybody in the AFC that's in the Super Bowl, I don't really want them to win. And that's just because I'm a Chiefs fan. We're in the AFC. So, sorry to all the other AFC teams. Sorry. I'm not gonna badmouth you guys, and I'm not gonna say you're gonna lose. No, no, I'm gonna be okay with them if they win or lose, just as long as it's not against the Chiefs. Yeah, you can see what I'm using. No problem. Let me reel in and I'll show you. So, what I'm using here is I'm using a gulp minnow, gulp alive minnow, and I'll get the package out and I'll show you. Okay. So what I'm using is just a simple chartreuse and white gulp minnow is what I'm using on the top hook, and this is a number 8 Albertine hook. And then on the bottom, I got this new jig I've just used today. It's a crappie jig, but I'm using it to catch bluegills and bass and everything else. And then it's on a number 8 Albertine hook, and I'll get those out for you real quick. Show you. So, this is American Bait Works Fuel Feeder bait fuel. It's a crappie jig meant for crappie fishing, but I use them for bluegill fishing. This is the first day I've ever used it, so it's working out pretty good if you ask me. I'm catching bluegills and bass on it, so it's working out pretty good. Tomorrow maybe we'll be able to catch some crappies on it. And then I got a Gulp Alive, a little 1-inch chartreuse, and I've got the natural color as well in the chartreuse. So yeah, natural colors usually work pretty good. And then I've got it underneath. And then I got it. That's just my leader. And then I got a barrel swivel. And then I got a tungsten. I forget what size. Oh, what 16th ounce tungsten weight bead, a float stop, a slip float, another bead, and then another float stop. And I'm only fishing about 3 to 4 foot deep. And now we're going back out. Want to get another fish. See, sometimes when you guys ask me to do something, it gives a nice little break where I was catching fish, and then I can throw back out there and maybe get another bite. Because sometimes they get a little suspicious because you're pulling them out or you're missing them or whatever, so they get a little suspicious and they'll stop biting. But when I get a little pause like that sometimes, and then I go back to fishing that spot, sometimes it causes me to get more bites. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, well, if they make it and they don't make it against the Chiefs, I'll be rooting for the Vikings sometime. Just because if they're in there against the Chiefs, I have to root. I'm going to root for the Chiefs, but. You're 33, I'm 44. I just turned 44, last month or so. We're in Oregon. We're in Oregon. Oh, I missed him. Why would I do that? I have a problem with missing fish sometimes. Sometimes they just don't want to cooperate and get hooked. Hey, Goat, remember me mentioning that band, that metal band on your channel the other day? Well, today, this weekend, we're having a powwow down in Warm Springs where I live. And Damage Overdose members are going to be there at the powwow, which is going to be cool. Whoa, getting a little wild here. Throwing a lot of water over here at me here. Damage Overdose members are going to be at the powwow and going to get to say hi to them because I've met the members of Damage Overdose. And So yeah, they're going to be there at the powwow this weekend, which is going to be cool. Hopefully I'll get to see them and maybe get a t-shirt or something from them. Of course, if I wanted to, I could just go to where they're at, or where they work and stuff, because I know the members of the band, and just ask them in person at their place of work. But I'd rather just wait and see them at the powwow. Yep, we've caught a few fish today, a few bluegills, a couple bass, and a couple pike minnow. So definitely catching some fish today for sure. Thank you guys for joining us. Crunch, hi, how you doing? Yeah, there are catfish here. Uh, I've never personally caught them. The only ones I've seen are the ones that are when the carcasses are floating up. Somebody catches them, gut hooks them probably, and then they throw them back. What's up, man? Skipjack Cindy, hey, hey. Y'all need to go check out Skipjack Cindy too. She got some good content going out there too. She likes to live stream. She catches them big old channels and blues. A few flatheads, I'm sure too, and she catches some carp too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Glad you could join us today. That means I get to give you a shout out. I like giving other YouTubers shout outs and recommending other people go and join or check out their channels. Stay Fishy Redmond, Oregon hadn't joined us today. I figured Stay Fishy would have been on there. He's the one telling me about the algae bloom advisory out here. Not to eat the fish, not to go swimming. But there's lots of people swimming. There's lots of people boating. And there's lots of people fishing. Oh, I missed him. And there's somebody on a weird board out there. What kind of board is that? That's one of them fancy. I just missed another fish. That's one of them fancy. I don't know what they call those things, but it looks pretty fun to me if you ask me. I just missed like 4 bites trying to show you guys that fancy, whatever that is. Kind of, I think they call it a hoverboard. I think some kind of hoverboard. Oh, he stole my freaking minnow. No. That's just wrong. Here I'm fishing without a minnow. No wonder why they stopped biting. Oh no. Almost hooked myself there. Oh well, time to that time they stole the tail of my fancy bait there. I guess I'm gonna have to put on some new minnows and fancy baits and whatever else there. Yeah. Yeah, they some crazy looking things. I'm gonna go ahead and get a new bait on here. A couple new baits on here. Being that this thing, first time ever using it's working so good, I'm gonna put on another one of them, and I'm gonna put on another gulp minnow. I went through 2 gulp minnows today and one of these little doodads. So I think if you just used the tail, you'd probably do pretty good because it's pretty movable, you know. But I like using the whole bait. Just the partial thing. Oh, those fish, just too much. Wow, we've been live streaming for quite a while now. See, before I live stream at the other lake, I got to go and I've got to go and um, I've got to go and charge my batteries before I can, my battery on my phone before I can live stream at the other body of water. But in due time, in due time. You're about to sleep? Well, have a good night's sleep then. You wake up at 4? Wow. Boy, for being an advisory, there sure is a lot of people starting to swim and stuff. Maybe they don't know about the advisory. Of course, they don't have it posted like they should, in my opinion. If they're that concerned about it, they should. But I thank you guys, like I said, as always, I thank you guys for joining us. Man, it's always great to see you guys interacting with us and on the live stream and stuff. So it's always fun. Sometimes though the interactions get a little low on interaction. Sometimes you guys don't talk, which is fine, but I kind of like the interaction when you guys do interact, for sure. Now I'm feeling sleepy. Well, sometimes that's the problem when you got to go to sleep. It's like this morning. I woke up at like 4 o'clock this morning. Couldn't go back to sleep for the life of me. I put my glasses on. When the wife woke up, she's like, "You're sitting there. You're not on your phone. You're not watching TV, but you got your glasses on." I said, "Well, it's because I couldn't go back to sleep." So I laid in bed for an hour before my alarm went off. Oh, come on, man. I just missed another one. And I just missed another one. I just don't know what's up with these fish and not wanting to get the hook in their mouths. Of course, I don't know if I'd want a hook in my mouth either, though. Be totally honest with you. It's like these guys who get the bolts in their lips and stuff. I'm like, that'd be almost like having a hook in your mouth, wouldn't it? Having a big old bolt sticking out your lip because you wanted it pierced. Yeah, I'm glad you like the channel, man. I like me some goat too. That's always a fun time watching out there, catching them pike and them bass and stuff. Always a good time watching you on your live streams and stuff. That's always fun. Sometimes the way I hook that bottom jig, I think is why I don't hook up, is because I hook it too deep into the thing and the hook's not exposed enough. I want to get out there to Minnesota sometime. That'd be a fun trip. Of course, I want to visit all 50 states, though. Look at the ducks. Whack, whack, whack. Whack, whack. Ducks, 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 ducks. Hopefully you guys can see them ducks, but they're out there chilling and swimming and enjoying life, trying to stay cool like everybody else. I'm gonna have to rethink the way I hooked that jig on there, because I've had like 5 bites and no hookups on it. All right, I'm gonna see if I can't hook that up better, because I want to hook fish. I don't want to be missing fish. See how barely that hook is just sticking out of there? That causes a problem sometimes. Well, that's my call for um, thinking about getting off here when my battery gets down to 20%. There, that should improve my hookup ratio. It should, if in fact they are hitting that bottom hook. Well, I hate to say this, but my battery's gonna go dead. Luke Made, how you doing? Lamar Jackson there, huh? Look at the little ducks, y'all. Look at them. They come to say hi. Look at them. Look at the beautiful little fish, little duckies. Look at them. Oh, look at those little cuties. Look at them. Man, I wish I didn't. Sometimes when they come by, it's like, why? I could be recording that stuff, man. I like to record the little duckies. They're cute. I wish I had some crackers and some bread to throw them. Even though you should never feed the chickens. Never feed the chickens. Oh, back to this. Hello there, Eli Custom Spinner Baits. How you doing? So, but anywho, I'm gonna have to get off here, y'all. I think. Look at those beautiful little ducks, though. I hate to. Oh man, I love to see me some little creatures. Of course, I got grandbabies, you know, and I'm thinking, oh, they're so cute. And then I see these little baby ducks and stuff. I think, oh, so cute. They make me want to just grab them and squeeze them and hug them. Of course, that probably wouldn't be a good idea. The mama would probably get mad at me. Probably be attacking me like crazy, you know. Hello, little duckies. Hello, sweethearts. How are you, sweethearts, doing? Hello, mamas. Get my stuff out the way so I don't hurt me a duck. All right, my stuff's out of the duck's way. I'll throw over here where the ducks aren't. Where the ducks aren't. See if I can't get bit over here. But yeah, they just kind of like, yeah. I want to put you guys on them. Just kind of zoom in on them a little bit. Look at them. Now they're coming over here where I moved my stuff so I wouldn't hook them. Now they're moving over this way. Look at them. I mean, they're past being little babies, but they're bebas. Look at them ducks, y'all. Ah, just so sweet they are. Oh, now you can't see them. They behind the little thing there. All right, let's see if we can't get one more fish on the live stream, and then we're going to get off here. All right, guys? See if we can't get one more fish on the live stream, and then we're going to get off here. One more would make me happy. Oh, come on, man. That's like, I've missed so many of them right now. It's like they're taking the float completely under, but I'm not getting a hook. I don't know what's up. Y'all, I do appreciate you guys joining us, though. It really is a blast. It really, truly is. Wow, it's 11:30 already. Crazy. Already 11:30. Hit the water, went immediately under, but didn't get to fish. Oh, come on. Why am I missing so many of them? Dave James, what's up? Yep, at Lake Billy. For sure, for sure. Lake Billy. But we're going to leave here in a little bit. We're going to go over to Haystack Reservoir. Hello, Real Rebel. How you doing today? Come on, one more fish. And we're going to get off here. One more fish. One more fish. Come on, one more. Let's go. One more fish. One more little fish. Boy, and them big old waves come crashing through. Those are actually some small waves. God is good for sure. Come on, that's another one. Keep missing them fish like that. Why? I get a little frustrated when I'm missing fish. Did I get him? Oh, I got him. Finally. Woohoo, I got him. I got him. Got him. Woohoo. I hooked him wrong, but I still got him. All right, y'all. All right, that's the last one on live stream, y'all. Beautiful little bluegill. So until next time, this is a bluegill. Remember to catch, kiss, and release the fish once in a while. It ensures a future fishery for all. So until next time, this is G-Man. I got to go charge the battery to the phone. Get ready to go over to Haystack and do some more video or live streaming maybe after I get some charge on my phone. And then, yeah, hopefully you guys can join us for that live stream if we get to go live at the other body of water. Hopefully we're going to be catching some trout for you guys in the next live stream. If not, we're going to try and live stream tomorrow for you guys while we're fishing on Prineville Reservoir. So until next time, this is Gman Fishing, and we are out.